Hello everybody, welcome. This will be, well, today it's only Tuesday. I have to prep for my Sunday video. I just right now uploading free video for Wednesday, but you know, this week I did a very good progress on my European town, and also one night I was finishing my geese, and I thought, well, kinda I want to start and nibble a little bit on this sampler. So I didn't do much in here yet. That's all. I started with black, but that was like midnight. I was tired, but I just like, okay, I want to start. So this might start already from my sampler. I will do this by myself. Maybe we will stitch a little bit something and like on a bigger pieces of colors. I don't know yet, but my attention here to actually get my spinner and pick something that is 11 count, so it's easy for me to record video for you. So I will spin. If it's going to fall on a 14 count, I'm just going to respin till I have a canvas with 11 count. Deal? All right, let's go. Let's start spin and hopefully we'll get something. So the canvases that I already stitched for this couple of weeks, I take them off the spinner so I don't repeat them. Obviously we got nothing. I can just choose whatever you want, but no, let's just go spin again till we get something specific in here. Let's see. Oh, Asian flower. So that's the one that it's very big one. I have in here Asian with the peacock next to it, but this is just the Asian flower. So that's the canvas we are going to work with you. That is 11 count, one of the gorgeous design as well. So let me go get it and we will stitch with you. Here it is, this gorgeous design, amazing branch, right? And this one from Equal Buy, but I believe this design also at FANSELLS you can buy in silky threads. I think that's the one I have. So here is so far what I have, a little bit in here, and I think there's more a little bit on the other side, but this is the progress that I have so far. You see all this kind of like a light colors. I overstitch this stem. Here's the stem, supposed to be with red threads. I overstitch them with the light colors, so it's all going to be like waterfalls kind of. Here continue. So what I'm thinking, first I thought, okay, maybe I should continue this green color, but what I'm thinking now, I will try to close this piece. To start stitch with you, I would love to stitch this blue color because it's symbol number 1, lots of them. But before I do number 1, I need to finish first this, you see, green axis in here. I like to stitch first less color, then more, so kind of overstitch, and my other side will look better. So this is what I'm going to start work on, and I don't know how much I will make a progress in here, but I will get back to you and stitch together when I have this, all those singles kind of close, so we can work or on orange or maybe on this old blue, or maybe by the time I will stitch with you I can close this and we will move forward. And here, I don't know, it is big chunk if we think about well, I don't know how many hundreds of stitches in here, I mean how many thousand, because basically one square it's 100, right? So I don't know. Right, I will be working on it. Just wanted to show you where we are right now, and it's pretty much boring colors in here because we are stitching like this part, you know, waterfall, so there's no colors in here whatsoever. And I think the spot that I will stitch is exactly like this circle in here, right? Looks like it. So not much color. We will get to those pretty flowers at some point. I'm just going to little by little. Alright, I have in here my smaller frame, not like European town. This is the one that longer sides and shorter. I don't have a extra long one, so it's go all the way up. It actually doesn't fit because this canvas is a little bit taller than European Town, and this is full stitch, not partial, so much more stitching. But you know what, I'm glad I picked this one because it's lots to go and I better hurry up. Well, see you soon. Let's stitch now a little bit together. So I stitched some of the colors of this gray colors, some colors was light. There's a lots of colors in here similar like this, so it feels like it's all one color, but maybe you can see a little bit like different color. So there's a lots of similarity in the colors in here, so it's kind of like a boring thing to stitch. Feels like I'm stitching everything in same color, but to be honest, when back around will be washed out, and you know, hopefully it's washed out. Lately we have a problems with washing canvas, but because this canvas was printed long time ago, plus this is a good brand, I think, so I don't think I should have any problems with washing this canvas. So when all these colors blue and all the symbol will be gone, then we will see some pattern of shades. Plus this is a waterfall, so yeah, it should be looking good after it's done. For now, it feels like I'm stitching same thing over and over. I have to say that this light color threads layering nice, and I don't use any wax in here. I would say in the gray color they looks more like a curly. I don't know why. Light color layering much better, unless I don't remember. Maybe I did wax on the beginning, I have no idea, but now I don't do it. Even if I did, I can't remember now, so I don't use wax in here. This threads go like so easy. Okay, now when I'm talking it start to tangle up, but no, usually it's not tangling. They kind of feel nice and silky and go very nicely into the canvas. I have a very good needle in here as well, so it goes smoothly through. So it's Wednesday now, and as I stitch this canvas, you're watching European Town stitching. And I was stitching last night few of these colors in this patch that I showed you in the beginning. I already stitched quite a bit, so we'll see if I can manage to stitch this patch of block of colors that I wanted. If I do, that's going to be a good progress. Even if I do 1,000 stitches, that would be nice. By myself, I'm trying to stitch a little bit with two hands to speed it up. Sometimes shoulder getting a little bit tired and you just wanna like spread work for two hands, so that's why it's good to learn to stitch with two hands. With one, it's getting sometimes tiring. Excuse me, phone notify me about email and reminder at the same time, you know, to pause my phone. When I pause my phone, I mean not pause, mute, then if I see somebody calling, at least I can finish what I was saying and then I can answer my phone. But if I forget sometimes to mute, I can be talking in the middle of my... Oh, there you go, now I have a call. Oh shoot, why is nobody call when I did not record all morning? Be right back. Alright, I've been stitching here for about 1 hour by myself by finishing a few more different colors. Nobody called me, nobody. now when I start video. Oh, why is it always like that? Why is it always like that? No idea. So this is big chunk of this symbol, number 1. When I stitch this, it's going to be a nice corner done. Sorry, it's not the flowers and the peacock, because somebody wanted to see that canvas stitch, but don't worry, next time spinner will pick the other one, because every week, I think I already mentioned at the beginning of this video, that every time I stitch and after 1 week I take them down from my spinner so they don't repeat and I don't miss any other canvas like I did last time. So I will try my best to kind of cover them all first. One more step, why not? Okay, so where were we? Yes, okay, so I remember I was talking about the rotation of my designs. So yes, I did pull out from my spinner designs that I already stitched, for example, last week. That way I will make sure I will try to stitch them all at least once, but after I take them all from my rotation and stitch at least once, and I will still have some weeks to go, I can literally just, you know, go and repeat some design and stitch another time, like more than once. Would love to stitch more than once these big designs, or something that is mostly of the like will be finished, so I can get close to finish. But this time I have designs that not many of them I can finish, besides those little ones that we will stitch around Halloween time maybe. Plus I have lots of fortune count this time. Okay, so this is not very comfortable, and I'm sorry if this is not very comfortable for you to watch, because this is very, very close into the frame. I just don't want it to sit by myself and waste more time by stitching just for myself. So it will take me time. Okay. Sometimes thread gets split and I don't like how it looks like. Yeah. Just need to move a little bit further from the edge in here. It will be more comfortable for me to stitch as well. So yeah, before that, this design I stitched always in my hands, just like put flat on my table, put something heavy on the top to hold. And because canvas like nice and stiff, so it was comfortable to stitch without frame, to be honest. But for the video, of course, with the frame will be less shaky, and I would have more freedom for my hands to to do this for in case something, you know, tangle up in here, so it's more comfy. And I do love these threads. They are soft. And I feel like if you have a thinner needle and stitch with these threads, it could be fluffing up maybe a little bit even. But because this needle good thickness, so it create a bigger hole in my canvas and go nice and smoothly. And this is needle possible, I'm not sure if this is the needle from Spring brand or not, but feels like it's the one, because those needles are amazing. Excuse me. Didn't have nothing to drink hot yet, so it's morning. It's actually 10:35 now. I started my progress a little bit early today crafting. I start to go to bed a little bit earlier, so to be honest, my day getting a little longer because I get up bed early as well. But it's all depends on the situation, I guess, if I can sleep or not. I have to say that at first you would think all this light color mixture feels like you're stitching with one color could be boring, but to be honest, I do like to stitch with this color. Maybe because the stitches layer in so nicely, like the stitches, like those X's looks good in here. Right? Look how nice and even. Like, I like it. So maybe for that reason I feel like it's okay that it's a boring kind of no color, but layers good. And I kind of prep myself that yes, I will stitch first boring place there is like no color basically, and then I will have so much fun to stitch colorful flowers. And I'm thinking for this particular design I will try to change a little bit stuff. Yeah, I split this thread because it doesn't go properly. There's a lot of background in here, this big yellow color. If you have this canvas, by the way, does any of you have this canvas? Maybe you stitching with me this week? Please comment if you own this design. So we have in here like a huge amount of background, number 46 symbol, and if I can show you color for that, let me pull out my palette. 46, 46, 46, 45. Okay, so 46 is a white color. Look how many of this light shade in here, and that's not even all. So 46 colors, it will be white backdrop. So what I'm thinking, maybe I will stitch everything as supposed to be, but for the background I will use a half stitch. with those white colors. But to do half stitch, maybe I will do in 4 threads to make a little bit more thickness, but not to create a full stitch. So my flowers and main of the design will kind of look more like a 3D instead of flat. What do you think? Please comment about this idea if you think it will look good, or I should just stitch as it is. And that's a big patches up there of that color. So I don't know, I'm still kind of thinking, but it's far away for that decision yet. I have probably many years to think about it, because this design will be in my whips for a long time. When I look on my spinner, oh my god, I have so many designs. Not the spinner that you saw, it's a spinner that I pull out my designs for the fall time. But if I would show you spinner with my old designs in it, and I think I don't even have a counted stitch on that spinner. Hold on, let me just for curiosity look, because it's so many that that's ridiculous. Hold on, let's have some fun in here. Spinner, if I click on my oh yeah, you know what, that is not okay. Hold on, are you ready? Let me just a little bit of peekaboo for you. Look at this crazy spinner. Okay, look at that. That's all whips, that it's not even counted, and this is plus counted designs. And yeah, that's it. Down. Oh, I have a spinner in here for the, yeah, so that's the spinners left for the fall time. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and because I'm stitching now this one, and I started, well, this where's the fall sampler will be stitched over the fall, so it will be next week 9 designs, because I'm not going to count sampler, because that sampler needs to be stitched this season. So I will be stitching on and off, but on the background, you know, I prefer to have stitching with you more like, you know, 11 count. It's more visible, more comfortable, I think, even for you to watch on camera if you watch and not stitching. So yeah, if you want to pause video and count how many designs I have up there, I'm a chicken. I did not want it to count. It's scary. I didn't realize that it's this many, because every time I start season I add some new designs, right? Even they little, but it's still projects. So I'm just like, whoa, I need to slow down and finish some more. We did good finishes for the summertime, but it's not enough. We need to finish some bigger canvases a little bit. So if you want to tell me in the comments how many that was, if you want to count, but don't count that big wheel and spinner for the fall time, because in my big spinner I do have the same design, so I do have them. And from the big spinner I like give rid of only those that are already like completely finished. If I put them into my season stitching, that it's still there. yeah, count. A big spinner, and also count it. That will make all together list or how many I have in my whips. Oh my god, probably more than 40. I bet it's more than 40. When I was watching, used to girls stitching and show their whips, and they have like 30, and I was like, oh my god, this is insane. How in the world, why would you have 30 designs and more if you can just stitch one at a time and finish them faster? And then I started to get to 20, and I was like, ooh, that's already too much. And then I kept going and going. But I have excuse, okay? I have a good excuse. Listen up to this. Because I'm a reviewer, very often I need to test certain counts, certain brand, certain design, certain projects. So for that reason I have more starts, not just because I wanted to start, but because you requested, and at the same time I wanted to see if that will be good or not. Like we started with you on some 16 count or 18 count. I don't even have 18 count in my spinner wheel because they were so bad. I washed the canvas because that was disaster. That brand was so bad, and I definitely don't recommend. I don't recommend a Hurricane cross stitch. I don't recommend DIY cross stitch brand. Bad, bad, bad. So the Spring brand, excellent. Joy Sunday, very nice. This classical design, I think that's what this, yeah, it's called classical design. Yeah, classical design, this Asian designs, they are awesome as well. So they are good. And all this classical designs that I have them, I requested them to bring in silky threads as well. So you do have them in the silky threads. Many stores have them. First who I requested this silky brand, it was FANSELLS, so I always will recommend go ahead and check it out, because I contacted them, and because it's a big branch of stores, so yes, you have the same designs in many stores. That's why, you know, it's the same head office for the company. It just have a many stores, so with different prices, not the same prices, so you pick which one from your country will be more comfortable for you to order. So FANSELLS it is, they have this particular design in silky, and I believe I reviewed that on my channel. Maybe one day I will put them all together in one video, because at this point no more silky threads designs came to the store. I don't know if they will still bring it or not, but in my whips I do have sunflower that I started. It's not easy to stitch silky threads, I have to be honest. A little bit more tricky. I forgot to bring you more close to me, huh? Okay. From this point I will go this way, away from the frame, so it's easy for me to stitch. How many of you watch my all silky threads designs, and how many of you maybe didn't see them? Because I had some questions on my Instagram of what do I think of silky threads, and so not everybody watched those videos yet. Maybe I will gather them all together. I have all of them in my collection, because it was shipped for me to review because I'm the one who requested them. So of course I've received them first before they even were ready for sale in a store. So I can put them all in one video. That will be like a nice collection, so if somebody looking for certain design would be easy to find. And I totally don't mind to see them one more time. They are so pretty and I'm so happy to have them, even if I never stitch them, because obviously that's a lot. If it's take me forever to stitch this regular threads design, can you imagine silky threads when they trying to escape and moving too much? Wax, definitely you need to use wax for those designs. But classical design I love a lot. Usually, well, not usually, I think it's almost always this design have Chinese writing on the canvas itself. They always have like a stamp, their stamp on it. So yeah, I did not stitch that stamp. It's still, see, like you can see a red color underneath. It's supposed to be stamped. So no, I don't want a stamp because I don't understand the stamp. So for me personally, I don't need that. Writing on a top, in the big letters up there, or the symbols, what should I say? I remember when I did unboxing, my subscriber, Asian lady, she did translate me what that mean. So I have to go to my unboxing of this design and read comments and literally write down somewhere like on a piece of paper or kind of like a sticker, maybe a label, and put on another side of this canvas, stick to it so I can remember what the translation is, because the translation, I remember it's something like very nice and beautiful. So yeah, I don't mind to stitch that because it has a beautiful meaning behind that. Stamp, it's just like a patch of color. I don't really need it that. See, on the end in here, that thread getting like a very thin, so you've rubbing off a little bit this color. So maybe I just need to start new thread because this one will be too thin and see-through. I don't know, or it's still not. No, still kind of closing. Okay, I have already separated second batch of threads. I just need to put them into my needle and we can continue, or we can continue later with some different color. But even different color in here, I was stitching, if I can show you a little bit, I was stitching, you see this color, you see, like it's almost the same color. There's not much big difference with the color, so I don't think it's a big deal which symbol I will pick next, because they are very, very look-alike. So I'm just going to stitch with this. I'm hoping that maybe I will have a chance one more week maybe work on this design, or more on the flowers and the peacock, because up there we stitching beautiful flower, because this corner that I'm stitching right now, other canvas have a beautiful peony flower. And that would be fun to stitch, so maybe we'll have more practice on the other one. They are both gorgeous. I don't know why I started both of them. That's a beautiful big designs, but I don't think I should start two of them. That was just like my eyes was eaten that canvas. I wanted so bad that I guess I couldn't help it. I wanted to start. It's not realistic to have so many big designs. The biggest my designs I think that I have is a 190 or over 200. I know my European town 200, like over 2 meters long, 220 I believe, or 222, but it's thin canvas, not big. But I have a bigger canvas and higher, like tall and wide, and I think that one is the biggest one. It's my white tigers. Who remember white tigers with the baby? I think there's a 2 white tigers, male and female, and there's a baby together, little cub. Oh, I can't remember now, but do you remember the design? That one, I don't know how long would take it to stitch that one. It's also Joy Sunday, the big one, tigers. That would be good like to stitch in the winter time, because it is tigers in the snow. Okay, I'm creating a last stitch in here, see if I can finish on this side, or I have to flip a canvas. Okay. Now I'm going to go under and go finish, just like that. What's going on? Wow, these threads are so soft that this cutter doesn't work very well. Hold on. Not comfortable. Okay. Okay, so I have another thread that I already perhaps separated. We can start a little bit more if you're not in a rush. If you are first time on my channel, you can learn new start for the thread if you wish. Should I start again with the edge in here? No, maybe let's do start in here. So watch how I do it, like that. Let's see, can we get, no, okay, go this way. We go this way. go. Now we go in the center. And it's secure. And now start your regular stitching. This way you don't have to flip your canvas to go on another side. I will have to pause video right now because my son working car and he will be coming a house, so I will have to pause a little bit and maybe come back to you a little bit later because we still have a lots of time to stitch. It's only Wednesday right now, so I will come back to you with a little bit more progress. It is Saturday and I need to finish now this video. So originally I told you I want to fill in to stitch this part. I know it's such a tiny part when you look how big this canvas is, so I was hoping to get this part, and guess what, I did it. Yes, you see my diamond painting, and here I was working last night. Yes, I finished that part exactly. So what is left in here, kind of continuous waterfalls, it's this part from here go to this leaf. You see this leaf? This is the leaf. So that's the other chunk of the water, and then we can go to some juicy part to stitch some branches. So here's what I have. I have to say, because we can see the colors underneath of the symbol painting, right? So kind of hard to see the natural color, but I have to tell you that only different color was this kind of like a gray colors. The rest of colors feel like I stitched all with this kind of threads, you know. They all feel like the same to me, a little bit grayish, but like all light colors. So from far, when I step away, I kind of see a little bit of the difference, but because of the paint peeking from underneath, kind of hard to see actual design. But I did stitch. It's a lots of stitches was here. So if I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to kind of measure to this point. So 5 across in here, and if I take, see, like I stitch a little bit in here, and I will stitch a little bit in here just to finish my thread. So if we go down, let's say from this point, just to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This part already was stitched. So 9 by 5, that's a lot of stitches up there, I have to say. So I'm happy with this progress. Yes, it's still very tiny, and I told you that I would love to stitch back around in a half stitch, but you know what, I told you about the yellow, maybe half stitch. The thing is, in here on the bottom, in this one, that's the yellow color that I already started stitch first long time ago. So I started in full stitch, so I guess now I have to continue to stitch this in full stitch. But maybe this pink I can do as a half stitch. I want to see later on, because this is going to be like all the cream area. Maybe that I will cheat and do in a half stitches to make a faster stitching. Cannot wait to this flower, of course. Even those branches, these leaves will be exciting to start, but I still will have to work, you know, more to continue to this waterfalls. I want to finish this one part. But for this week, of course, I will have to finish. If I will have more time to stitch on this design this season, I will, but for now, that's what it is. And I was so happy by stitching actually my plan that I wanted, that I won't go ahead and stitch a little bit more. Hold on, I'm just going to grab my other, just a minute. I decided to put a few more stitches in here. So what I did in my sampler, I stitched this white color right in here, a little bit finishing thread up there, a little bit white sienna lantern, finish this kind of a little bit just to finish my needle thread. So little by little I will stitch this one when I want to give a little bit more progress. This is like I have to stitch for a whole 3 months, so I'm not in a rush right now. I was just super happy to have more progress on this design. Yeah, so this is it for now. I will upload now a video and get prepared for next week. If you want me to show you quickly, let me show you quickly my diamond painting. Let me just put this away temporarily and I will show you how much I did last night. I will, oh, hold on. Let me just get it. Okay, so I kind of started to stitch all in here, but then as you can see I went by the colors, start to do like a little bit by the colors. So I put some diamonds on the top as well, so I kind of finished some of the colors. But what also I did yesterday, that was with the AB. You see all this AB color, also they are on the truck in here. It's very pretty AB. And also we have another color AB in here on the road, remember? So I was stitching sticky a little bit on the truck. So is there a better way to show you? Well, looks not bad as I see it right now. My truck already have, like, see, like a dark blue and a black. All the B, that's a lot of black. So I'm doing a little by little. I feel like some diamonds is popping. Definitely I will have to roll them very good, so I'm not very comfortable but by doing this way. But I will be finishing. Most likely this canvas will be sealed, but that's a little bit of progress what I done so far. Alright, I know totally not cross stitching thing, but just in case you wonder how diamond painting in AB diamonds look like. Yeah, I still would recommend round diamonds. Square is popping. I will see you tomorrow.